oldest clients. I have this one client, she has bought $100 in products from me every month since I joined. Like, she is my best client. Well, she had a party for me, and Stephanie was there, and I'll let her tell her story, but that night, I remember we were closing out, and she said to one of her friends, "This is one of those parents."
Don't hear it in the back.
How is so
and I turned around because I overheard her, and I said, "No, it's not!" I said, "This is what it is."
No,
I said,
yeah.
I was like, "This is the right selling company."
I make 50% of what I sell. And
Yeah.
I was like,
oh, it's so funny. Anyway, she followed me home that night to get her products because she wanted to. And I had sold out of them, so I didn't have any with me. So she went home with me, and she was like, "Oh, your house is so pretty," and she was just, in the office and taking stuff off the shelf. And it's funny because she still did that after she became a consultant.
she goes shopping.
She'd be like, "Oh, one of these, one of that, one of these." But anyway, she did seem a little interested in the opportunity. She asked questions. And so I happened to call her, I think it was like the last day of the promotion, and she happened to be home. Now, she teaches, and so I wouldn't expect to get her. I was doing my follow-up phone calls, my 3 days after follow-up phone calls. How are you liking the products? Are you, enjoying everything? And she just happened to be home because she had a sick child. So we ended up talking, and she's so easy to talk to. Any of you who've talked to her at all know that. And we started talking, and she's so mean. But she ended up joining over the phone and came to ViewToYou and took on a Y, which she'll tell you about. That's a strong Y. And so she's been in Beauty Control 7 months this month, promoted out with $16,000 in team savings.
Way to go, girl.
And we had to point him out because she's the Queen of Hearts, because her name is Hartman, and those are the sweethearts. So y'all can stand up.
That's so cute. Awesome. Sorry, I got
So, share with us a little bit about your journey, Stephanie Hartman. I keep calling her Director Hartman because it wouldn't sink in that she was a director, so every time I text her, I'm like, "What's up, Director Hartman?"
Stacy, they call me Madam Director.
Director.
I'm like, I don't get it. Miss Hartman, the teacher. So yes, it is true. I'm a stalker. And so I went to Lisa's house, and she called me that day, and I was home, and she told me that, it was on special or whatever, and so I'm like, yeah. My husband's going to be so proud, and most of you that have been around me long enough now know that my husband is a CPA. He's very driven about money and how much I spend and everything else, so I was so proud, and I figured that my husband would be really proud of me too. And so when I joined, Lisa said, "Well, there's a rally tomorrow night. You should just come." And I'm like, "Okay, it's just going to be a couple people." And I walk in, and I'm like, well, of course, and I was sharing this with Susan earlier, but I saw the two of them sitting up there, and I looked, I knew Lisa from the party, but I saw Susan, and I'm just like, these people are rock stars. Like, look at them. Like, look at what they've done. Look what they've been able to build. But of course, I was still like, nope. I got a really good deal. I'm going to ViewToYou on Sunday, and I'm going to get my free stuff. And so I was a little bit curious about it, and I went to ViewToYou, and I think I was sitting by Angela. I don't think Angela's here tonight. Probably not. Johnson. She's not here tonight, but. And we were at the same party together, and I sat next to her, and I just remember, I remember Jenna came up, and she was talking about being a teacher and sharing her why, and Susan told her story, and everybody was telling their story, and I was really surprised, I think, just after meeting Lisa, kind of how she started, And so, of course, my curiosity piqued just a little bit more. And when she asked the question, what could you do with $500 a month? I could feel myself like, I don't know if it was tense up or calm down or what it was, but I felt my body do something. And then, of course, with my husband and my 2 children. And then she said, what about $1,000 a month? And then the wheels really started turning for me, and I thought, you know what? I could be home with my kids. I've missed so much time with them, and I have a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old, and I've missed so much time, and I didn't even know that I had a why. And honestly, I don't even think that I knew I had a why until I was at Celebration. You know, like I knew that what I wanted to do, what my goal was, but I could never put into perfect words what this business could do for me. You know, and even until like the director meeting that we all, like several of us were at, I kind of lost it. I'm like, y'all, I don't even know what I was saying, but it was coming out and it was real, and so now what this business has done for me has made it so that this will be my last year of teaching.
Woo!
I had a parent actually yell that to me this morning.
What'd she yell at you?
It's a school zone, bitch!
I was in the turn lane, and she was trying to merge over to me, and I'm like, I can't do anything. You know, there's nowhere for me to go. And she started talking at me, kids hanging out of car seats and not in car seats and whatever. She cursed at me and then pulled in the thing behind me as I pulled into my teacher of the year spot. Anyway, not that I don't love teaching, I do love it, but I love my children so much more. And so, it is so true. But I mean, what it's took is people believing in me. You know, people seeing what I've been able to do so far and wanting to do that for themselves, and that's where my team comes into play, because so much of this is them. It's not me, and it's me sharing with them and me wanting them to have things that I didn't get to have. You know, a lot of the girls on my team have not had children yet. So my biggest wish now for them is that they won't have to leave their babies like I did. They won't have to miss out on those opportunities. So it's become, finding my why has become helping other people find theirs, you know? And so I just never believed in myself. I never believed that I could do this. I looked at Susan and Lisa and I thought, they are loving, they are friendly, they are so caring and giving of themselves, but that's not me. I don't look like them. I'm not this beautiful, perfect, skinny person that can sell beauty control products. How am I supposed to sell this when I don't feel that way about myself, you know? But it's not one kind of person. And Tiffany said it, it's not. It's for anybody. And if you want it bad enough, you will push through it and you will do whatever it takes. I forget who it was at Celebration, but they said if your why doesn't make you cry, then it's not big enough. So I'm driving my baby to his first day of kindergarten next year.